Here's an example of where teens in Philadelphia actually converted a regular car to run off biodiesel.
Again, welcome to CAU. This is the biodiesel and the water purification part of the research that is ongoing. But it's just not a research center, but you also have the education and training and also commercialization. So it's interdisciplinary. We have students from the business school working with students in the dual degree engineering. They went on a competition in terms of the Walmart competition. That means students at the business school with the dual degree engineering students, they put together a business proposal which was national, and at least they came up within the second hierarchy, and they were invited nationally, and then they went to Georgia Power to do the presentation and everything. So as a result of that competition, it's not just for them to submit the business plan, it's now to practicalize the idea. They did a modeling. If, let's say, I've made a presentation in there, I could have shown you the modeling that they did. And based on that modeling, these were fabricated within 3 months of coming up with the concept.
Thank you, Dr. O. Before we head out, I just want to introduce myself because it gets a little loud out there. My name is John Melnichuk. I'm a PhD in biochemistry here at Clarke Atlanta University. I have backgrounds in chemical engineering and chemistry from both Georgia Institute of Technology and the University of Alabama. I'm currently in charge of 28 different research students, 2 in wastewater and a few in other different areas. I also do community outreach to a lot of the local high schools on actually doing demonstrations on our biodiesel process here. And next Thursday I'll be doing that at Riverside High. So we'll come over here and I'll run you down the process, how it works on the board, and then we'll go ahead and show you how it actually works in the process. So basically you take vegetable oil from cooking oils anywhere you want, home, straight off the plantation, or you can go ahead and grab it from restaurants. You then filter out all the mixes, all the giblets, all the leftover food stuff that are left in, leftover turkey. And then we go ahead and what we do is we dewaterize it. So we heat it up to 100 degrees, which allows the oil to settle at the bottom and the water to go at the top. Because if we have water in our process, we end up making something called soap. Soap in our tanks doesn't pump very well, so it's a solid. And then we go ahead and do this process called esterification. Esterification is where you take the fatty acids, which is 3 very long carbon chains, for those of you who remember your chemistry, and we break it all into a triglyceride, which holds all 3 of those together, and then an ester. And the ester is what we call biodiesel. The biodiesel in and of itself is ester base, which means it's a very good degreaser and a very good cleaner as well. And then we go through a dry wash after we do a separation. And that removes the residual esters and the fatty acids, everything else we don't want. So then we can go ahead and start pumping that into a V1. So, do you guys have any questions thus far? And those of you, just so you know, we get 55 gallons of vegetable oil that we pump in. We get roughly 54.9 gallons of diesel out the back. The rest of it is called glycerin. That glycerin can either be turned into medical grade glycerin, which are used for a lot of pharmaceuticals. We can then also process it into bioplastics by adding starches, so it actually biodegrades into plastics. Or if we want to, we can change the process of making it and turn it into a solid soap that you get at the soap dispensers.